but yet you don't practice what you say.
No, I know. I know.
So therefore, you need to get back into where was that mind state at where you had that knowledge, but you're not using the wisdom. So you got to put that wisdom or that knowledge back into wisdom and utilize it. Because I know you know,
Oh, I know. I know.
but we got to add that wisdom factor back in and use that knowledge for the way it's meant to be.
How's it going, Ace?
It's going. How's the pup doing?
Let me show you.
Where you been hiding, kiddo? I haven't seen you around in a while, man.
Right now, just taking care of my dog. Just got him fixed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, at least he's a male, so it's a lot easier and not as
Yeah,
stressful.
that whatever they gave him is wearing off.
Well,
Right.
mine's a female, and it wasn't that bad.
No, but there's a lot more you got to pay attention to with a female dog when they're getting fixed compared to a
Hey,
male dog.
I'll be right back. I gotta fix my audio real quick.
Was she? All right. Um, believe it or not, and then I don't know if they over medicated her or what they did, but she slept for the first 2 days after. I mean, she'd get up, she'd drink a little, she'd eat a little tiny bit, and then she'd go back and lay back down, and then she'd sleep.
Right.
But I think that the real reason why she didn't want to be up and she kept laying down and sleeping was because she had to wear
Cone.
that cone.
Yeah, see, my pups, I didn't have them wear the cone. I just kept an eye on them. But they still did the same thing because the pain relief that they give them as well that you take home to give them kind of keeps them groggy and stuff.
Right.
So they're not so active and risking the chance of the stitching and so on and so forth. To where male dogs, they just make one little incision and compared to the big incision on the belly of the female dog. So, but yeah, I let him know that it should be pretty easy with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, my female dogs, even my cat, did the same thing. Pretty much was out for 2 days before they really started becoming more themselves.
My cat that I had, Socks. Holy shit, man. She used to be a lovable cat, loved to be all up on you, cuddling with you and everything else. Got her fixed. Oh my God. After she got fixed, she wanted outside. And then finally, I started letting her go outside because she'd go outside during the day and she'd come back at night. And then she started going out in the later morning time, and she'd stay out until the next morning. And then she had part Mancoon in her.
That's what mine is. But I don't let her out. She's been outside, snuck outside twice, and the second time she was gone for about 2 days, and ever since that she decided no. She will look, but she don't want to go out.
I mean, she uh, she would lay in the window and she'd watch the birds and stuff like that. And she'd started eventually she wanted to start beating her head off the windows because she was trying to get to them and shit. But when she started going outside, like I said, she was good about it. She was out there all day, and she'd come back at night. When the street lights come on, she came home, and then she started getting to the point where, I mean, she'd catch a bird out of midair. She just,
Oh yeah, I mean that's part of their natural trait. So
oh, I mean, Ace, what I'm talking about is I had this wall built out in back of my yard, right? That I built to sit around the fire and shit like that. And she'd get up on that wall and she'd sit there and she'd watch a bird, and that bird would fly across in front of her about a little higher than that wall. She'd lunge off that wall and catch him right out of midair.
right,
The only thing she started doing this, and that's when I started having to figure out something because she brought home baby rabbits. That's what she started bringing home, was baby rabbits. And
yeah, I got too many of those around here that I don't want to take that risk.
I mean, she she wouldn't unalive them, right? But she was biting the back of their skin hard enough that it was telling them, "Don't move." You know what
Right.
I mean?
A lot of animals have that natural trait too, as far as the back of their neck.
But yes, I mean, she wouldn't unalive them. She wasn't eating them or anything like that. The rabbits, but she just she wanted to bring them home like they were a trophy.
Right. And say, hey, look what I caught.
You know? And then she caught a squirrel one time and drug it home. This squirrel was almost as big as she was, and she drug it home.
Yeah.
But anyways, now that I've been enough of a Debbie Downer. What's everybody want to talk about? I mean, there's only three of us in here hanging out.
You haven't really been being a Debbie Downer, but
I was just about to say the same thing. I don't
I
know.
was
I'm
just,
just chilling. I'll be coming in here, going to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, kind of.
I say my Maine Coon after she was fixed, she didn't change at all. She's still the lovey-dovey, cuddly kitty. What the way I raised her.
I don't know. I've just been covering that little girl that's missing case, little girl from Alabama. So I've been really busy with that.
Right.
The Genesis Nova Reed case. And
Yeah, I browsed through and
oh, it's
listening.
so sad.
Yeah,
It's,
after Umbright was found, I haven't really gotten into any of that.
yeah, well, they got the mom in jail on a $1 million cash bond. And for lying to a police officer. And
Sounds familiar.
yeah, that's what I said. I was like, well, gee, that sounds familiar, but yeah, it's just a sad case. But what I thought was crazy, y'all, was today I was scrolling through the Book of Faces and I seen the three-letter agency's most wanted page. Right, there was a case in Alabama last month where three people are missing. I think it's a mother and her two kids, and they have two people in custody. And basically, they're saying they're looking for their bodies. And I was like, how the fuck we don't hear about that? Like,
Right.
that's three family members, just three people.
Well,
And
that's
if I'm not mistaken, it was the mom and two kids.
well, that's the thing. You know, it's I mean, it's like they're trying to pick and choose.
I mean,
And
I covered the Nancy Guthrie case too a little bit, and that's how I got ended up getting bananaed. So I'm just not going to talk. I don't want to talk about it really, but literally, she got so much publicity. But we got we got three whole people from one family.
well, we got
Oh, I'm pretty sure if you done
we got
enough
more than
digging,
just we got more than just three people.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying, like, three people from one family, is to me,
Right.
it's like a mass, schmurder.
And
And,
I get what you're saying because
and it's like, how do we not hear about that?
you
And,
have
but sorry, my grandson's melting down in the background. Sorry.
you're good, girl. But no, I was
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna
1 o'clock in
say,
the morning. It's not okay. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, Stan. This child should be sleeping, but he thinks it's up and it's just playtime. Let me have the phone. I was watching TV.
Grandma, it's okay.
I know.
It's okay. But
electronics
anyway,
are not good for
what
you.
I mean, I get what you're saying because there's three people missing, and there's a community that's not even saying anything or wanting to bring it or raise a word about it or nothing.
Awareness.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I get it because there's two people in custody, so I guess they already have the people that did it, and but still, I still think that three people come up missing. You have two people in custody with, I guess, the evidence to show that these people were unalived and they're just looking for to me, I feel like that should have just been news that we heard everywhere that's just, people need to be aware that such situations like that can even happen because I think what I was reading is it may have been a DV situation. So it's just, I don't know.
Right, and that's the whole aspect of more people doing. Definitely, if we can get like one main person in every state to dig into each individual state of all the things that are going unseen and bringing it to community knowledge.
I live in Florida, right? I won't even make it for 5 miles into Florida for the next 10 years.
Well, right. I mean, but that's where it starts, though, is slowly growing getting the mainstream social media going into getting people interested. I mean, we noticed that we got a lot of people interested in this type of topic, and those that are definitely interested in even, creating their own
Yeah, but you also
lives
have
to help. But
you also have to look at her state. And I'm not picking on your state for a moment. All right, I'm gonna be
Yes,
nice.
he is. Do
I'm
not let
gonna,
him story tell.
no, I'm gonna be nice for a minute, Heather. I'm gonna be nice about your state for a minute, only a minute. But Florida is 99.9% retired old people. They don't want to be bothered with this stuff.
It's like 99.997%. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, we have to look up your
But
numbers
when
on
you're
that.
that, but yeah, when you're that age, you don't want to be bothered with that. You're living right now. You're living. They're living their best life. They still got their
Well,
health. They still got a car. They can go to the country clubs. They can do this. They can do that.
They still got a car. They shouldn't be driving on the roads because they're like 117, but I digress.
and most of them aren't going to be on this platform either, or on other platforms that are going to be linked to or could be linked to.
That's
So,
true.
But
I
no,
mean, there's that.
my point is
Although,
that
Ace, although I do believe, I don't even want to speak this out loud because then AI is probably going to pick it up and send me down a fucking weird ass. rabbit hole. But anyways, I bet you could probably find that side of TikTok. It might be very small, but I bet there is.
Oh, absolutely, and that's the whole point. Is
Oh,
those that do have interest and want to take part, or hate to say, be entertained by. I mean, that still, as long as it's in a helpful, best manner possible, and not just someone being an entertainer, as we've seen some do. It would still bring unity and positive thought.
yeah, no, absolutely. No, I know what you're saying. Absolutely. I definitely um I noticed that I stick a lot of my cases are usually in Michigan. It's probably just because that's my home state and that holds a place in my heart, you know. So
Ector
um
County, that's
and
where I'm at, so of course.
well, I'm from Kent County, but I raised my kids in Osceola and Macasta County. So
Oh, okay.
I worked in Cadillac, but for just a little while, but for about a year. But um, I, I would love to do Florida. It's just like, oh, some of the ones that are down here, just they're a little, they're not like, I haven't other than this guy that's in my town, I haven't seen a lot of like, at least not in my area, I guess, unless it's just not advertised. That's another thing too of missing people, like adults,
Right.
at least lately.
Well, right, because it's becoming definitely a new era, whereas it's been getting out there that social media is the new mainstream media, and more are learning that aspect, and then even then laws that are in effect and so on and so forth. They're not knowing how to handle the fact that social media is becoming a new mainstream media because there isn't any controls on it like mainstream media has their own regulations
Right.
and
Yeah.
narratives that they have to try to push to where social doesn't.
Right. Right. Yep.
I mean, let's get back to the days of Dan Rather and that, where it was all facts and there was no narrative. It was, here's the truth, here's both sides, come to your own conclusion type thing, to where it isn't that way like it used to be unless you go to social media.
Right. Yeah. It's way different. Oh, I didn't see. I didn't even see you get up, Stan. I thought you were still sitting down.
Dan Rather was he was a bigot.
Right, that's on the personal side, but as far as what he did on the media side, another one too, I can't think of who it was right off the bat that always would put both sides of the story out there and let everybody else decide instead of pushing a narrative because that's what they're getting paid to do.
What happened to Black Angel?
He sent me a couple pictures of the pup and whatnot, and then he went to join back in on his secondary account, but I think his device might have been dead or something. I don't know. Unalive, whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's why there's so many things that I would love to get involved with or even start a group with type thing. Only if I had the resources available to me that I did 20 years ago. My PC, all my different programs able to run. Like I could create a network and get it out there going and get some you know, standard practices out to where, hey, this is how you respectfully do things in a professional manner, and here's how we cover it, and this is what we're going to try to do, and teach each person how to run their own group for their state or their county or whatever it is. I mean, I have all the knowledge to do that stuff, but just don't have the capabilities.
What are you doing, Stan?
Huh?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? Oh, I tapped my lighter on the table.
Oh, are you good? Are you okay?
Yeah.
I got my dog and also loud. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I took one of my drooling medicines.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
there you go.
if you know that it's too much, split it in half if you can. If not, request a half a dosage.
Well, that's no, that's they. Like I said, they had me 150 in the morning, 150 at night. I'm just going to try the 150 and see where it takes me. I mean, I'm
There you
calm.
go. You're calm. I mean, I
Well,
think
I
you're
mean,
good.
it's not going to hit me that quick.
I mean,
No,
But yeah, at the
but the
most
whole
part,
aspect of it is getting the mixture of utilizing things only to a degree to where you can then also work on your own things and change the way your mindset behaves in teaching yourself to be better. I mean, yeah, like I said, a combination of it will work, but just relying on one or the other usually doesn't work. Well, at least not for a lot of people, anyways. But
maybe I'll just move down to Florida and let Heather whip me every day. When I step out of line, just whip me.
I don't know about that now. That's funny. I'm tired. I gotta get up tomorrow. My son's getting married.
Well, you make sure I tell him. You make sure you tell him I said I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm crying, and if you think I'm joking, I'm wearing black to the wedding.
I understand that. My mother went through the same type of thing.
I think Ace. I think what Heather is trying to say in a nice way is she really doesn't approve. She don't like certain party.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're not the one that has to live with them for,
I know, I know,
and you definitely don't want to cause division in the family. And that's where
I
hard
know,
conversations, having those
Yeah,
hard conversations
yeah,
make a difference.
I know.
I know.
I just,
You ain't, they're not marrying the family. They're marrying each other.
I know, but I still have to fucking deal with her, and I don't.
Well, and that's the other aspect. Again, hard conversations. You know, if you want to have a chat about it sometime, just message me and maybe I can help guide you through that too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to start
Oh,
getting a freaking pay service or something.
Yeah.
and Heather's a pretty smart noodle.
Oh yeah. Um, I'm
Well, I mean, as long as you learn simplest form and how to break down a problem to its simplest form to figure out how to solve the problem, because it's usually something simple. I mean, sometimes it's complex, but you still break it down to its simplest form of where the problem is or what is the simplest like form. Again, it's kind of hard to explain unless I'm able to know a complete situation, but
So
that's a hard thing to
basically,
do.
basically, what you're saying, break it down to a simple form. Like in your head, you're picturing and you're imagining digging their eyes out, but in reality, you're not going to do it. Is that breaking it down in simpler forms?
No, it's called figuring out what the actual problem is in simplest form, what the problem is. There shouldn't be that aspect of it. I mean, the only time that aspect of things come out would be the darker side of me of all these uh, rightfully assigned R with the S and the O type thing, and the people that do all these shorten the livelihood of individuals and how they do so. That's where my darker side comes in, and like I say, yeah, that even then I'd pick their brain apart until I couldn't no more, and then I would put them through the rigmarole. But yeah, it's just a lot of things are amazing to me. Definitely the way people think at times or how they come to their conclusions of how they do things.
Well, that's like, a long time ago, I used to research it and everything, because I got into how the environment is, kind of sort of thing. And I did, and me and Jamie were talking about it earlier today, and that on my first live did how, like Florida, a lot of people don't know that Florida is technically uh, kind of like a sand dune. It's an island, and it has caves underneath it. So basically, Florida's kind of floating. It has some
It's a
stability to it.
peninsula.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it
but
has
without the
caves
underground
underneath
water
it.
table,
And that's why Florida always has sinkholes and all this other happy shit.
well, there's much more to it than that. But yeah, I mean, like Michigan's nothing but a big sandbar too. So
Yeah, but it's not like Florida is. Florida, they
right,
literally have tunnels that you can go right underneath Florida and swim from the one side to the other side if you got a good enough air tank.
right. You get a rebreather.
Yeah, I do believe they did a documentary on it one time too when I was younger.
Yeah, they're finding out more and more about this world and the underground structures and a whole bunch of stuff nowadays compared to what was definitely sci-fi, seemed like mystery, fantasy, whatever you want to call it, type things back in the day.
That's why all of Florida, uh, parts of Alabama, Louisiana, and parts of Georgia, they do not bury the unalive. They put them on top of the ground.
Yep, they put them on top of the ground. In most areas.
So we just need to like
My son's is above ground.
we need to find one state that is like really shouldn't be lived in because of all the natural disaster type stuff and just use that as one great big mortuary.
KJ, I love you. I was falling asleep to y'all's voice. Y'all is like the best of both worlds. Because when both of y'all are just talking, I don't know what it is, but your voices are soothing and it's relaxing. So I just be listening to y'all and I can just like,
Well, you do know I have said that I am free to a good home, and I am I'm housebroken. You don't find that
no.
Think about what I said. I'm free to a good home, and I'm housebroken.
I heard what you said.
Do you want me to bark for you too?
No, you're good, Stan. You're good.
Well, I figured if I asked you if you wanted me to bark too, you'd get the gist of the joke.
I do. I'm just relaxed. We'll just put it that way.
What's that? What's that song? I'm just a dog.
Yeah, just that, just that puppy in the window.
How much is that dog in the window? Ruff, ruff.
Yep, yep.
I wonder the waggly tail. There's an oldie.
But thank you, KJ, if you're still in here, girl. Nope.
Yeah, we always get a lot of people that are just scrolling by. So
Well, I didn't figure I'd get too many people in here tonight, anyways.
yeah, it
Not after
like
my
25
wheel
people
there.
scroll by mine.
I'm getting to be known as the guy that you don't want to be around.
Oh, stop it. That's only because you're going through other stresses in life and it's coming to the surface.
I'm just telling you my opinions.
Well, right. And yeah, and I'm just sharing the perspective that others might not understand and should. That's the biggest part about it is getting the perspective of the person that you're chatting with or whatnot and kind of knowing and understanding what they're going through. That's where the mercy and grace comes in. Again,
But
a
it's
path that people have strayed so far away from.
man, but I can't ask people to put down their lives in that, you know what I mean? What they do and everything.
Well, no, not put down their lives, but at least, if
I
you're going to
mean,
be,
I'd not necessarily put down their lives, but I'd stop what they're doing, you know what I mean, in life and worry about what's going on with me because
well, no, but they should also understand that every individual has something going on. I mean, if you don't, then, definitely more power to you. And hopefully it stays on that path. But there's so many people out here in the world that definitely are less uh, able than others for reasons. And everybody should understand that. It should be like a commonly known thing. that, hey, one person that you interact with, who knows what they have going on. And interacting with them should kind of give you a hint of, hey, they got more going on than what's on the surface.
That's where the be kind and be respectful. 'Cause you
That's,
don't know
again,
what
golden
somebody's
rule.
going
Like,
through.
like I keep trying to preach out there and try to, well, not necessarily preach. I don't want to utilize that too much, but keep trying to put out there the golden rule. I mean, that, again, a path that people have completely lost. I mean, you don't have to be religious or anything to understand the basic concepts of doing unto others as you want done unto you in the moment and in the present. Understanding that every minute, every second is a gift.
Mhm. I agree.
And the more people that get more enlightened in that aspect, the better off we will be all together. It's something so simple that it's complicated, hard to believe, but it is.
I'm still here. Just
Yeah, I hear you shuffling things around.
do what?
So I hear you shuffling things around.
Yeah. Ouch. Show you something cool.
Uh,
One, you see that?
yeah,
That's everything, brother. This, after my mom passed away, that's the tattoo I have on my arm.
cool.
I drew that.
Nice.
Heather, you still awake? Oh, she's gonna miss a treat.
No, I think I put her to sleep with my rambling.
Want to see something funny, brother?
Uh,
That was 2 days before I went in.
dang.
And look at me now.
Yeah, I mean, you're not the only one that's gone through things like that. I've met a lot of people. I mean, I worked with a guy that had his first heart attack at 24 years of age, and I was amazed at that even. And actually, I just had somebody I knew that just went in for heart problems that I would have never thought would have had any health issues like that. So,
That was the first time I ever went to Vegas.
Oh, there you go. Bubby.
Yep. I've been to the main quarters of, what do you call it? Hooters. That's my nephew and shit. That's my older brother. It's one that passed away from the overdose. One of them.
Yeah. Yep, had a stepsister-in-law do the same thing.
Been been a long time since I've looked through this shit.
Right. And that's sometimes why we keep them, is so we can remember or refresh our minds of things in the past.
You know who that is?
And kind of hard to see even now. Yeah, the way the picture glares.
What is it? Too dark or?
No, it's the way the light hits the shiny part, the gloss. Is that you?
Yeah, I don't know how to stop the glare.
Yeah, you can't. But yeah, you can see it clear enough. There you go.
Who is that?
Is that you in your younger years?
Yes, it is.
When you had a good healthy body weight going and everything else?
Who's that?
Well, I don't know. More pictures of you?
Yep. See the neck brace?
Yeah.
That was when I just got home from the hospital
Uh,
from my car wreck.
yeah, I was going to say probably from the wreck. Yeah.
Me on the trampoline with my nieces and nephews.
Oh, yeah.
It's my stepdad.
There you go.
Yeah, he was proud that I followed his footsteps. I followed his footsteps before I followed my real father's footsteps. That was my pass. You remember that TV show?
Not really.
Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, I remember hearing about it, but I never watched it.
Yeah. That's my that was my pass when I went to the studio where it was at, where they filmed it.
Okay. No,
Just
I was too busy. Well, too busy to watch TV at that point in time.
oh, let me turn this on. Yeah, you're gonna laugh about these ones.
Yeah. All sprawled out.
Well, that was me in my truck.
I had a little bit extra weight there on you.
Oh yeah, that was just before my accident. Actually, it was the week when I went home from that week there that I just showed you that picture of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought my what do I want to say? I thought my pictures. Now I have my paperwork. You'll have to wait until I can figure out a way to cross my name out and all my information, my ID numbers and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
And I'll show you. So when somebody says, you know, oh, he's lying. I don't know. I thought all my pictures were in that envelope that I just, but they're not. I'll find them.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Because that isn't always true either. Because I mean, just asking the questions. When have you ever started
Like,
crap with me?
when when have I
Yeah.
ever played the fucking victim?
Well, no,
And when
you
have I
haven't. You
ever
just said
said anything tonight after me and Reggie and you had our conversation and that?
right.
But
Again, it's a
right
perspective.
back over here trying to keep it going and start shit. Move
Well,
on.
no, it's a perspective thing. They don't having the
I'm
understanding of the
not, I'm not even
perspective.
gonna let it bother me.
Right. Exactly.
They can all think what they want to think of me.
Well, I mean, having a conversation about the perspective of it wouldn't be too bad.
I was, and here I was showing you pictures of my past. How is that playing a victim?
That apparently it was something that was weighing on them that they felt like they had to say from their own point of view. So, I mean, hard to say.
But they come in on their backup name so they can stream it for the other lives that they're in. So
Yeah,
everybody
well,
can
let
hear.
them.
Hi, Autumn. How are you tonight, dear?
Hello. And those that know, know. Those that don't will have a different point of view and don't understand. And why let it bother you? You know it's from a different point of view.
I'm here.
Just recentering, rebalancing, maintaining a balance. Learning and becoming better just by a fraction of a percent every day. Eventually, it adds up. Hey, Tanya.
Did Autumn? Did you go to Shanna's thing, or did you? You didn't dare to.
I want to say, it looks like they. I'm going. I will be going to. Oh, okay. So that's tomorrow.
Yeah, her showing was her. Uh,
Memorial.
yeah, the service thing was tonight.
Yeah.
You gonna be okay with it? I know this kind of hit you really hard.
Oh, yeah. True.
I do.
I mean, like, like we said before. Right there, you go. Yep, being strong for your daughter, for the most part, the best thing that you can do.
So you're I mean, you can tell me if I'm being too nosy or not. So your daughter actually knew Shayna, or she just knew her daughter?
Well, I imagine if they not just went to school together, they probably hung out or whatever after school or had get-togethers or whatnot. So, yeah, I thought you stated that before.
I never seen it.
Right. Yeah, that was right there when she first joined the community aspects of it all.
Oh, that's cool. But IT,
And and yeah, just definitely Autumn. I don't know if you've heard us say before or heard it in comments or whatnot that those that we do nurture or nurture us, we usually take the hardest or have the most emotional for. So your daughter's gonna be going through quite a bit.
last one I ever went to was my mother's.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure Autumn.
Yeah, I mean, and just be as I would suggest, being as truthful and as honest as possible in a lighthearted way. I mean, if the questions dictate more detail, then by all means do what you think is right. But I will say, tread carefully because of how it can definitely change the overall of the way she perceives life. I mean, there's just way too many people that have really coddled. I hate to say, but that's the only word I can think of to best describe it. They're young ones too long, too much, to where when they get into the young adult age and stuff like that, they're nowhere near prepared or ready for the world at all. So, I mean, it's definitely things that you can ask other parents on or whatnot and see. Yeah, and it's going to be how she takes it, and only you're going to know that. Well, that's glad to hear. Definitely glad to hear.
You know, I have just to say just a quick response because I went up and I read some of the comments. Did I have a plague with the people around me? No, I don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, no, no,
But no,
not that I know.
my problem is people think that I have this is like a gambling problem or an alcohol addiction or a rug addiction or something like that, and it's not. It's not at all. You pick up a beer and drink it and become an alcoholic, that's your choice. You pick up
Yep.
a drug or a rug and you use it, that is your choice to do. You start gambling, that is your choice. I didn't ask for this.
Nope,
I didn't
and
ask
that's the way things happen.
for the fucked up mental shit I got.
Right, and like we always try working through is getting to a mindset of realizing that negative things in the past affect things that are happening in the moment and realizing that you don't want to bring that negativity from the past into the moment. I mean, if I did that, whoa, no
I'd
one,
ask
no one would want to
everybody to
talk to me.
forget anything that I do. You know what I mean? Don't forget what I do. But you know, don't condemn somebody just because of the way they are. Or
Right, because everybody, that, and that's where the understanding needs to come in. And then, even then, self understanding as well. So, I mean, there's a lot.
it don't matter, Autumn.
Yeah, do you know who that is?
I got some. I just I got some stuff I got to work out, and
Yeah,
there. I mean, there's some people on here that want to talk with me, and they want me to work through it and talk it out and shit. And
other people want to bring the past back into the moment. Why would you want to do that?
But I'm,
Definitely when you're trying to work through it. I mean,
yeah, I know who it is. But
and
unlike them, Autumn, I'm not gonna out them. People know, and I don't care.
worry about it, Autumn. Yeah, it's just, yep, exactly. It's moving along. Like I said, it's fine to talk about things and whatnot as long as we can learn from them and use the knowledge and turn it into wisdom and keep moving forward in a positive way
Yep,
instead of bringing
and
it
just
forward
like
into
I
a negative
said,
way.
I go in here and look at my list, and right there the name is, so they can sit over in another live and watch it.
There you go. And it sucks to have to do, but sometimes you just have to. But yep, that's exactly.
I mean, I got people in here right now that I say hi to them, and they don't even talk to me or respond or even acknowledge that I said anything, but they're in my live. It makes a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, some of them are just here to listen or see what's going on or fall asleep or whatever. So
It doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, when they want to take part of the conversation, then they will either comment or come up on the panel. But if they want to bring up negative stuff and be a negative vibe and share more hate in the world that we don't need, then they either need to make sure they move on or share that hate they want to share and get blocked for it. That's all there is to her. I mean, really, that's what we're trying to prevent and trying to get people to understand is
I
keep
think it
living
did,
in the
Autumn.
moment and not in any past event or situation or whatever.
Okay, Jay.
Hello, hello. Did your second? No, I don't see any
But
filter.
all right. But no, I'm just. I guess the announcement's just going to be that I'm going to take time for myself. I'm going to care about my feelings, my stability.
Yep,
And
self care, most
if people
important.
want to stand behind me while I get it worked out, fine. If you don't, then just then take me off your list, block me, do what you want to do. It's fine.
Right. If they're getting a
Fish KJ.
perspective of your negative aspect in their point of view, then why do they keep interacting? They need to move on and say, okay, I don't want that in my life. So that's all. I mean, it's that easy. It really is. That's one thing I love about logic and facts. You can't do nothing but really agree.
I'm at the point right now that I can't help nobody unless I can help myself. And right now I'm not helping myself. I'm trying to help people, other people.
Well, you are by actually being live and talking about it on live. Like I said, there's those that can't and don't want to even have their name, even a handle,
Well, no,
a nickname,
no.
however you want to call it out there. So,
If you remember, I'm only on live talking about it because I'm a victim. I'm trying to play the victim.
well, well, we're all victims in our own sort. I wouldn't be the way I am if it wasn't for being a victim of many different things, and people don't know my backstory either. So, I mean, but that's how I've come to be who I've become, and I don't regret a thing of anything. It's like I said, you're actually man enough to be on here and trying to work through it. That's more than what a lot of people could do.
I know, because I don't want to give up on the relationships I have on here or have them give up on me or whatever. But I
Well,
can't,
that's
can't force them to be friends with me. I can't force people to like me. I can't force people to understand
nope. You sure can't.
of what I'm going through or my every step I take in life.
Well, I mean, as an analogy, all our friends are like trees, are part of our tree. We are the trunks of our own life. The branches that we grow are those that will continue to grow, and then you have the leaves that are those that come and go with time and seasons. And sometimes even a branch rots and has to be removed and groomed off and turned into the nutrients of the soil in which make you stronger and grow taller. So, I mean, there's always that analogy or metaphor, however you want to take it. I mean, like, if you were to take my adult life and split it into a tree, I would have a hell of a double tree going for quite some time, but part of that double tree rotted and broke off. However, I got a new limb on part of that double tree that has definitely sprouted and taken over. And this year will be 4 years of that one. So come this June, it'll be 4 years. So my tree is always going to be growing taller and stronger. Branches will be growing off it, some rotting off and breaking off. A lot of leaves will be bloomed and either help develop that branch better or they're going to go with the seasons and fall off and just become a part of the nutrients in my soil and the roots that I'll use to sustain where I'm at, keep my balance. Because the moment you lose complete balance is when your tree falls. And the roots are where it's all at. That goes along with another idea I have, but I don't have the resources to do it because of my situation. But anywho, that'd be a hell of an AI project. That's all I'm going to say on that.
All I'm going to say is, well, I shouldn't. It's not all I'm going to say, but my feeling in life right now is I wish I just had a trauma because my mom or my dad spanked me too hard or they didn't treat me the way they should have or something like that. fucking
Yeah, but
people.
just outright blaming something
And,
is
you
not
know,
being accountable
and I'm not,
for the moment.
and I don't want to say like I'm not. I don't want people to think I'm saying that is like is a negative thing or whatever, you know, or downgrading or whatever they have. But you can't make a civilian know. You cannot make them understand. They do not understand until they walk, until they put on that uniform and they walk in those boots and they hold that weapon in their hands. They will never understand. Never.
No, well, of course not, because you're in the good old days with the actual hard training when it was hard training and not this baby training that they do now. But yeah, you get broken down basically right as the tree analogy. You get cut right off it and become ground level as a stump
That's
and then
exactly right.
reformed into
They
a
they
different
break you
tree.
they break you down to where you think you're the worthless piece of shit that you ever walked the face of the earth. And then they
Yeah,
mold you back to the way they want you.
all you do is all the only thing left of you is basically knowing who your mama, who your daddy, or whatever you grew up until that point, and there's nothing but roots with a very small stump sticking above ground for them to turn you into a different tree and make you grow in a different way. And there's a realization and visual concept for you.
I mean, I have my good days. I have my bad days. Some days I have really bad fucking days.
Yeah, and it's just
And if people have actually listened and paid attention or care, when you go into a live and you sit in a box and you don't say nothing, I mean, you can ask them what they're doing, how they're doing, whatever, and that, you know. But when they say they just want to be quiet, they're listening,
right.
and that's what I try to do. Ever since I blew up that one night, that all sorts of shit went bad. That's what I've tried to do. Just when I know I'm having a bad day, I just try to stay to myself, but still let everybody know that I'm there for them. Blah blah blah.
Show that you're still caring. Yeah. Well, I mean, in like the aspects of, well, I would say today, but it's not today anymore. Yesterday, with a guy that I was supporting going through a hell of a rough time, and just the aspects of me being very local to him and where he and doing what he had to do and seeing the people that he had to see. Just the whole aspect of knowing that I was around was plenty enough. That's a real life situation. And you can do the same on here as well. Just your little icon and your handle name or whatever. That in itself can support on different levels. I mean, there's plenty of people that don't have to be listening to your hosted live. that don't have to be here, and they choose to be. They're spending their time, which is precious, which is invaluable. There's no amount of money that can give you back any time. So just the aspects of being a number in the top right corner actually shows some support in a way.
Well, they want to understand or they want to support it or whatever, and that then just come over and get in the live and
Like I
listen.
said, just even be that
Listen.
number. Yeah, exactly. Listen.
But that's the problem. Nobody in the world, and that my mother told me from a very young age, and that if you ever want to learn stuff and that shit, you shut your mouth, open up your ears.
Yeah, I mean, even back in
But
my
I
school
mean,
days,
if
it was always beware.
everybody happy to know if they want me to go down that deep dark road and that of what I endured and why my mind is so fucked up, we can do it. If that gives them joy, we can do it.
Well, I was gonna say, just knowing the basics, period. You don't even have to go in depth because that's only
I
needed
mean,
for you to go through.
I might want to stick something in my mouth and pull it afterwards, or I might end up in a loony bin. But they want to know. They can come right on in here and ask. We'll get it out. We'll get it right out in the open right now. I will
Like I
take
said,
you. I will take you down the deep, dark fucking trail.
it's not needed. Like I said, just the basic understanding.
And by the time we get to the end of that fucking trail, if you can lay down and go to sleep tonight, and go to sleep every night after that, then good for you. You got a stronger mind than I do.
Oh, and that's how we work through our problems in the best ways that we see fit as individuals. I mean, and we learn from them and become stronger, get a stronger will, get a stronger meaning of our existence in this moment in time, and
Do
what we can
you
do with it.
do you know the real reason why people, men and women, brothers and sisters in arms, do you know why when they come home, do you know why? Do you know the real reason why they don't talk about it and they don't want to talk about it? It's not to forget, because you're never going to forget. It's to shield all the civilians
Absolutely.
because a lot of people on here or in this real world, man, they wouldn't be able to handle it. I tell you, that's my
Oh,
personal
yeah.
opinion, but
Oh, no, that's just facts. We even know the kids nowadays, or even the young adults nowadays, they just can't. I mean, come on. They're having a hard time even working, let alone trying to take anything on deeper than that. The boys that are out there nowadays trying to call themselves men is unreal. Like you said, it's yeah, shielding. I mean, if I were to divulge everything that I have knowledge of and crap, but probably people would be like, "How are you not in a loony bin? How are you still even here?" Well,
Well,
it's taken a lot. It's taken a lot of struggle.
I ask myself that question every day that I lay in that bed and open my eyes.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah. I
I
mean,
ask myself two questions. One, why has God blessed me with opening my eyes? And two, why I haven't stuck something in my mouth and pulled it.
well, I mean, I don't believe you believe in taking the easy way out. So that's one primary way because I know I don't believe in taking the easy way out.
Well, the pain would stop. The agony would be over.
Oh yeah. I mean, very true.
Nobody on here would have to put up with me anymore.
Well, then again, those that you help wouldn't be getting help either. They wouldn't be able to grow and adapt and become stronger willed. Yeah, permanent fix for a temporary problem, right? Everything's temporary. It's just getting to that point of coming to your own conclusion. We have our energy for a reason. We are given the gift of this.
Well, Casey Turner, I haven't
Yep.
found it. Okay, J girl, I'm sorry you have to hear all this shit about me, but I've been dealing with this shit for almost 30 years. But I guess it's enough talking about that shit because I'll be playing the victim again.
All that, and then we'll get other viewers that would end up chiming in and trying to do a pissing contest and this, that, and the other. Yeah.
Oh, they want to step up, want to tell me their problems and why they're the way they are. I'll tell them.
Right.
Tell them the way I am.
I mean, we
KJ,
all are the way we are
KJ,
until.
I hope that my life story, does help people. I really do. And I hope they don't ever have to go through or experience the mindsets that I've had over all these years.
Yeah, and always think that there's always somebody out there that has it worse, and they're still around. So
I didn't
if they're
use,
strong,
really, to tell you the truth, uh, Ace, I didn't used to talk about it. I tried to just avoid it.
I know you've grown quite a bit.
I used to try to hide it like a motherfucker, man.
Oh, I know. Like I said, you've grown quite a bit. You've leveled up a lot during our conversations, but yeah, you've definitely leveled up and shown that you've done so. And I'm not going to take any credit for it. That's all you, man.
Well, no, I know you're not going to take credit for it or anything like that. Just when you start coming in my lives and that, and me and you start having conversations and shit, I just I start getting to the point where I knew that when I talked to you about it, you didn't you didn't when I was talking to Nat about it, you didn't try to butt in a half a million times while I was explaining something or talking about something. You waited until I was done, and then you came back at me with your perspective of it.
Well, absolutely, because that's the most important part is actually not just
Yes,
hearing, but
Casey.
listening.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I looked over and I seen she answered it or wrote something.
Yep. But no, I was just saying that's because, I'm one of the few people that actually don't just hear, I actually listen. And that's been a skill that's been lacking a lot in this world as well. Yeah, Casey. Yep, gotta love logic. I mean, with the right amount of emotion, but it's still very logical. I guess that's kind of why I liked when my dad used to watch Star Trek all the time, and he would point out different things, and then I would observe more, listen more, pay attention more to different aspects of things, be more observant, not just on TVs, but then on or in real life aspects. I mean, that's one show that if you actually do watch and pay attention to what's going on, it's showing us a society in which we do become more civilized and are able to work through a lot of problems that we have out there in the world. I mean, music's the same way. There's a lot of music that still states a lot of problems in the world and how to fix it or what problems occur from doing this, that, or the other. It's in the lyrics. Take the music away from the lyrics and read the lyrics as a poem. Those that actually have lyrics, that is, not the repeating the same thing over and 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 over again.
I thought you were stuck on repeat there for a minute.
What is it? The one song I heard come on today? Because I was high by what's his face. You actually read the lyrics or listen to the lyrics, not just hear them, but listen to them. It's stating how that aspect is actually a major problem. So, I mean, there you go. Yeah, absolutely, Casey. Yep. And I've always listened, and I actually would go out and I would ask individuals that look like that they had a hard life if they were willing to share with me their experiences and their life and what they're going through. I mean, it's pretty amazing and what wisdom or knowledge they can pass and how to use that knowledge and wisdom.
Well, like I said, these people want to know the deep, dark truth, the deepest of the darkest of the truth. Come on in.
They're survivors, right? Yeah, I mean, well, actually, I mean, there's a lot of movies out there that do portray a lot of aspects of things that do happen in the military now, trying to bring the light to some of the things that military do go through. Obviously, they're not going to be directly as graphic as being the person there in the moment, but it still gives a perspective of some of the things that people do or are going through. I mean, the closest one to actual was some of the Vietnam War documentaries of showing what a certain size 50C stone at a high velocity would do. And yeah, it's pretty accurate. So, I mean, it is out there. It is known, but still shielded away from people that don't want to actually have that information or see that perspective and get that point of view of the individual that's there in that moment when those things happen.
Many people in this live right now have seen what a 50 cal rotary can do
Oh yeah.
to human and buildings.
Well, I mean, even the being close with a shockwave, what it can do. I mean, or the vapor trail, whatever you want to call it. What it can actually do, it's pretty amazing.
Now, when you're there watching it,
And that's where understanding of people's walks of life come in. Like I said, I'm living in a camper for the past 3 years. Those that want to retire and do the whole camper life, more power to you, but I don't want it. I wouldn't mind traveling, but I definitely wouldn't want to actually live this way if I had a choice. Then we all take our small steps to better our situations, so on.
time to get up, brother. That was your alarm clock, right?
Yep, time to start the wife's coffee.
She
Time
gets
to
up
start your
this,
coffee.
she gets up this early to go to work.
Yeah, she opens. Yeah, she's got to have her wake up time, her coffee time before she leaves to go open. Part of the joys, or not so much joys, of being a public servant in one aspect or another. Yep. That's, I mean, she doesn't open every day, thankfully. As she would say, she doesn't want to be up as before the rooster even crows. So she has to be. The Michigan here and Stan the Man is southern states below me.
Yeah, I'm southeast from you.
Yeah. Well, it's not for me to say where you live or what state, so figured
That's
I'd put
kind
it that
of.
way.
I don't give a shit. PA.
And then we got Ohio, Holly J.
Ollie J.
Morning.
How you doing? Moaning.
And I imagine more people will be starting to wake up because they probably either open or they have a walk of life that it's that time frame for them.
I had to do something with them fingernail clippers. You know how when you bump your table and shit shakes, and then something that ain't level, it sits there and it just makes that noise.
Yep.
That little noise drives me
Yep.
fucking drives me insane.
Yeah, that's why I try not to put anything on my table that does that. Or I put a paper towel under it.
Well, Casey, it was nice to meet you too. Nah, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'll be good. I'll be good. Shit, this ain't the worst thing that's ever happened to me in life. Probably won't be the last.
Right. You can't enjoy the negatives, or you can't enjoy the positives without having any negatives.
It's hard to be a victim.
Yeah,
I
sleep well there, Casey. Yeah, we're all victims in one way or another, regardless of how anybody wants to state anything. Hell, I'm a victim of being locked into this existence in this body, so, what the hell?
I hear you, man. I agree with you on that one. Man, I'll tell you what. Looks like it dried up outside.
And we're getting snow here, so it's hush.
It's colder than the mother humper on a flicker here. T, you don't have to be
Yeah.
sorry. If you want to jump in the box, girl. I don't have nothing
Yeah,
against you. I don't have
right.
nothing against anybody.
Yeah, that's why on one of my hosted lives, I always say, hey, let me know you requested so I know it wasn't an accidental tap. Otherwise, I take it as accidental taps.
No, T's good. She can be in the box anytime she wants to. She's one of the people and one of the things that I do love in this life. A lot of people in this world that I love. And I don't tell you that I love you unless I absolutely mean it. It's just the way I am.
Yeah, I have love for all, so
And loving somebody doesn't have to mean that you want to jump their bones or all this other happy bullshit. It could be a friendship, it could be a partnership, it could be anything in the world.
well, right. I mean, yeah, there's unconditional, there's love, and then there's in love. Three major different things.
Hmm. Yeah, but T, you wouldn't trade it for anything. You wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Right? I mean, yeah, having that moment in time and connection, and in a blink of an eye, they're gonna be walking around. Another blink of the eye, they're gonna be back talking to you, and the next blink, they're gonna be married off somewhere else and gone. And moments and memories are more precious than any material thing can ever be worth.
CT, I know you're pretty good, don't I? And I know you're an extremely good mom.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, she had to do some switching or ruin because of some personal stuff. Well, not really personal stuff, but people being fucking nut jobs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I won't ever change mine. I don't care what happens. Yeah, I try to teach handles or nicknames or online names to a lot of people in the gaming community. I'm like, you do realize that, this is the way you're going to be perceived. This is the way people are going to see you, notice you, respect or disrespect you by just the name you use. So those that were trying to just make funny names because it was gaming had to learn the hard way. I mean, I think my name actually helped to get me the player moderator role in one of the games I was. Well, I still play now and again whenever I get a chance. But
I was sitting here dazing off in my own little world, man. Didn't realize that heater was that fucking hot, man. Wow.
yeah, yeah, I get a T-Bang. But yeah, I mean, that was just an overall generalized thing because of the names I've seen on this platform. It's unreal. And I get it, and that's the type of people they draw with the name that they put out there. They draw those type of people in that are that way or can relate to the name or whatever. So
My head hurts right now so freaking bad. My right eye is blurry. Feels like somebody's sticking a poker through the center of my eye.
well, that's not good.
Oh, that ain't the problem, T.
No, but it would probably help. It definitely, if you're at all getting groggy.
Uh-uh. No, not yet. Think about Let's think about kind of getting something to eat. I haven't had nothing since I ate that breakfast sandwich this morning.
Yeah, it reminds me, I gotta make sure I do a bigger dinner type thing tonight. Because we just did the munchie thing last night dinner.
Alrighty, T. You have a good night.
Yeah, sleep well.
Snuggle, snuggle. Maybe that would be an extremely good live race.
What's that?
Go down that deep dark rabbit hole.
Yeah, no, but I mean, that's only once people are actually strong enough to hear the stuff or even go through it. Period.
Well, no. I mean, the only one I really have to be strong enough would be me to tell the story.
Well, yeah, that aspect as well. I mean, that would be the biggest point there of overcoming a mountain within yourself. I mean, you gotta think a lot of the old ancient texts, they were all really about self mastery. So, I mean, it takes a lot. It takes quite a bit.
But no, I'm just thinking and saying, you know, because people think it's just easy, free mind,
Well, I mean,
so follow.
some people it is, some people it's not. That's why we have the rate of what we do during this day and age, and why we have certain leaders in certain aspects. I mean, it takes quite a bit to master yourself, and there isn't one person that we can say on earth that has done such a tremendous thing. There's going to always be something. And the last person that was so enlightened, as far as we understand, you know, was up on a crucifix. So, and then even then, we don't know that for a fact as far as being completely self-mastered.
Yep, that man right there said it the best. The dude hanging on the cross, unalive them all. What God sort him out.
Hence, why it's been stated that the reason for that, and accepting the fact that not everybody is going to be able to self-master, and the forgiveness for it. And again, forgiveness is for thyself, not for others. It's just the unconditional love which you put out into others and hoping that they can achieve such enlightenment. It's not easy. That's why a lot of the ancient texts are written in metaphors and analogies and riddles and this, that, the other, until other people figured out that they could use it for a control aspect and tactic, and then it went all to hell. And everybody moves forward in their own pace at their own time. And only at the rate that they can understand and comprehend completely.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can at all.
Right? The wife says you coughed, and she goes, "I felt that."
Do what?
You coughed, and the wife said she felt that.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of that, somebody sent me a message today saying that they spoke to you about it and or mentioned it to you and asked you to talk to me about my cough.
Yeah,
That I need to get it looked at or some shit.
yeah, it's the one I told you that they offered up their number to you, if you remember.
Mhm. I'd have to look back through my shit. I don't think, or no, they didn't send their number. You have their number.
Yeah, yeah, that they were willing to offer up their number to you if you wanted.
Mhm. Maybe when I'm in a better place.
That's why I didn't just outright give it to you, because I wanted you to make that decision, not for me just to try to kind of force it upon you. But I did mention it, like I said, with all the messages and all the other BS that was probably happening at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. They sent me that today, and I couldn't remember if you did say something to me about it or you didn't say something about it or whatever. But
Yeah, it'd be in our DMs on here somewhere. I think it's on here. Maybe it's in text. I'd have to look back.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was on here because it was related to on here.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I do know. I did give you the message. So usually when anybody asks me to, unless I think it's completely inappropriate, I won't. But if I think it's appropriate, then I always send a message or give the person a message.
No, I didn't think you were holding it or whatever from me or whatever.
Right, right. Yeah, just you didn't remember if I did or not.
Yeah, I kind of got a few things going on.
You and me both. Always something. That's why I always say maintaining the balance, because without that, what do we got?
Mhm. But that's like I was in KJ's live tonight, and she was making cups. I got to get her to make me an Ohio State cup.
Yeah, there you go.
That was pretty cool looking. The cups she was making, they looked pretty cool with the red and everything. And I think that'd look badass with an Ohio State symbol inside.
Oh, yeah. The wife's like, no, Michigan State.
Yeah.
She said, green and white, go.
Who said green and white go?
The wife for Michigan State.
Oh, today's your lucky day.
I said, did you want to repeat that, my love?
That's okay. Stan has poor taste. He likes Ohio State.
I don't got poor taste.
I want to go to bed.
Yeah, I know you want to go to bed.
I could sit here and fall asleep. I'm trying not to.
Oh, you got your coffee.
I need like 7 of them before I have enough to wake up.
No, you need an IV.
Probably.
Caffeine in one arm and coffee in the other.
Red Bull, coffee,
There you go.
monster.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking knee. I don't know why the good knee hurts this bad.
Well, you fell on the good knee not that long ago, so that's why it hurts. You know that.
That takes a while to heal, especially at our age.
Oh, he can hear us. I thought you were muted. Yeah, I think I tore something in that knee when I fell.
Well, you might have damaged something, yeah, when you fell.
It's acting the same way my other knee did when I tore my ACL, so.
Just not as bad. You gotta save that knee until we get the other one redone. Then you can have that knee messed up. Because the other one, the next step is getting it redone, period.
Yeah, fix my right knee. They need to do a complete replacement. But I can still walk, so whatever.
If both knees are messed up, will repair them both at the same time if you like.
Well, they said with my right one, the only way to fix it is a complete replacement, so.
Yeah, you don't have to be that loud or really loud.
Yeah.
When it's quiet, it picks up the radio even.
When they tell me I need a total replacement, I'll tell them see you when it totally gives out then.
They asked me when I wanted them to schedule it, and I said, I'll call you when I can't walk no more. I can walk now.
Yipper.
Kinda, some days.
Well, it doesn't help that you had it repaired and then you turned around and broke it. So that's
Yeah, they did the ACL repair, and then I snapped my kneecap into two pieces, and then they had to go back in and screw and wire that together, and then they had to go back in and refix the ACL repair.
Well, that's like I I shattered the vertebrae in my neck and I broke seven vertebrae in my back. And there's still days, and I did that in 2000, and it's 25 years later, and there's still days I gotta roll out of bed, get on my knees, and crawl halfway across the floor before I get loosened up enough to get on my feet.
that's why I like the way our camper bed is because we slide out of the camper bed and you're already on your feet. You have no choice.
No, but I get what he's saying, because there's days I slide out of that camper bed and about drop because my hips are my knees.
Mm-hmm. Well, usually me.
It's nice and big and comfy until you have to either climb on it or climb off it.
Yeah.
And not only that, remember your spine goes to your brain. Your brain and your spine run your entire body. And
Yeah, I know that one.
when you mess up your back or anything like that, or your hips or your pelvic area at all, you're messing with those uh, nerves and cords that run into your spine. And that's so when you slide out of that bed and you drop on your feet, you're saying, "Uh oh."
Well, it's not necessarily dropping on the feet. It's a gentle let down, but yeah.
Well, maybe for you,
Well, true.
your feet can reach the floor, but I don't. Give it another couple of years, I'm gonna be doing what the dogs do and get running and just leap and hope I make it.
Well, there you go, eh? You know how to build, brother.
Yeah.
Build mama a little step.
With my old bed, I had one. Now I don't.
So she can feel like she's a grown up when she slides out of bed. She can touch the floor.
Right. Short people problems. I can do anything but reach the top shelf, and I can do that when I climb.
You're not short, you're fun size.
That's right. I have a shirt that says so.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the middle. I'm probably anywhere between 5'9" and 5'10", so I'm caught in the middle of being short. Well, I'm not short, but I'm not tall either.
You're talking about being short at 5'9", 5'10". Try being 5'2.5".
My mother was. My mother was 5'2".
Not 5'2". I'm 5'2.5". That half-inch counts.
No, I didn't say being 5'2". I said that's what my mom was. She was 5'2". And I don't get it. I still don't get it
You and I are the same height.
because my mom, she was 5'2", and she was chubby. I mean, she was a little overweight when she passed, but that's beside the point now. And then my father, my real father, He was 5'3" and overweight because he was a truck driver.
Right.
How about from DHS?
How in the hell did I have a 5'2" mama, a 5'3" daddy, and come out to be 5'9", 5'10"?
I don't know. You got the beanstalk gene somewhere in there.
I guess they lied when they said two negatives didn't make a positive, huh?
Right.
Or two positives don't make a negative, one or the other. Probably two positives don't make a negative.
There's something from DHS that means.
From D-
They
um,
keep telling me DHS.
it's probably they're trying to have us fill out paperwork again because we keep falling between the cracks.
I told her to throw that T-Mobile thing away.
Yeah.
Cracks are good depending on which one you're in.
What's that?
I said cracks are good depending on which one you're in.
Right. Well, this one's not the good one. It's Department of Human Services assistants that we always fall between the cracks.
Hey, brother.
I'm disabled where she's makes just too much for me to get anything or for us to get anything. So,
Wait now.
Yeah, that's called government bullshit.
yep, absolutely. And then when you start to get moving forward and the gears start going pretty good, and then something else throws a wrench into it and brings it back down to a grinding halt, a slow crunch of the wrench before the gears can get moving again.
I think that's what it was, man. I needed to eat
Yeah,
because I'm eating a can of spaghetti and meatballs.
there you go.
My headache's starting to go away.
Yeah. Yep, that can be one of them. One of the things. That's why I always say listen to your body and then listen to your cravings. Cravings will tell you what minerals you're lacking. Like I thought earlier today I was lacking some sugar, but I tried to eat some of my sugar and it really did not taste good whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, let's try the other side of the spectrum, the savory. And salty it was. Needed something grain and salt. And that seemed like it tasted amazing in comparison to anything else. So that just told me, yeah, that's what I needed. That's what I was lacking. Because a lot of the times headaches, definitely now in this day and age, usually is a lack of minerals. One good test for that is either do the quick small teaspoon of or a small packet of salt from a restaurant or something. Have that and see if the headache starts to go away. If it does, that means you're lacking in sodium and probably magnesium.
Unless it's already in the food, I don't put salt on my stuff.
Right.
I don't eat salt at all.
Yeah, but I don't think you go out and you purposely buy the low sodium cans of soup or low sodium this, that, or the other either.
Well, the soup, the low sodium and stuff like that, yeah, I do. Because
Oh,
I
you
my
do?
heart.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe I forgot about that. But actually, no, too much of the low sodium stuff will deplete your body of the mineral, and you need salt. You need magnesium. Magnesium is definitely one of the essentials that our bodies need. Salt helps with the electrolytes and absorption of fluids. Like if you really want watermelon to really hydrate you and you really want the vitamins from a watermelon, put some salt on it.
Uh,
Your body will love it.
if you remember, I threw one of those things down my throat tonight, so that's part of
All
the
right.
problem too.
Yep. Like I said, figure out your dosage.
You what?
Just figure out your dosage. Utilize it as part of a tool of figuring crap out.
I gotta, I gotta take my teeth out tonight too. For a while, once in a while, my back corner of my jaw gets sore from them rubbing around in there.
I bet.
But Michelle, she told me about a good mouthwash for people that have dentures and stuff like that. You know what I mean, and get the soreness and shit from the dentures.
Yeah.
And because I had cut my gum one time from my denture, I slept wrong and it dug in and cut a slice in the side of it. And she told me about it, and I went and got some, and that shit healed up like within a day and a half. So I was really impressed with it.
Good deal.
I don't know. I'm in the middle of debating if I wanna lay down or I don't know what I want to do.
I know I'm gonna go lay down when the wife takes off for work. So unless you end your
Well,
live bird.
if you're gonna lay down after the old lady goes to work, why don't I let you when we get off here and you can go visit with Mama before she's got to go. You can have some mommy daddy time.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I'm not going anywheres. So, but all right, my man, go spend some time with Mama.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll catch you later. Take care.
You too, man.
All right. Yeah, we'll catch you later.
You too, man.